Yo, what's going on, people? You're watching TLD TV. We're out here with Deli J, an expert in the gospel rap world. We're going to get to grips with him. Deli, tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Yo. My name's Deli J. I'm a rapper. I do a bit of hip hop. And I try to be as creative as I can with my music. And my aim is to just make music that people can relate to and bring a message of of faith, gospel, the grace of God through my music, and just try as much as possible to just bring people in so that I can talk to them about life and just bring a good message, a positive message to them through my music. That's what I'm about.
So how long have you been doing this gospel rap thing?
Been doing it for I think it's about 6 years now. And 5 years ongoing, took a break for a year for financial issues, which I can talk about later. But yeah, I've been doing it for a while, and it's been good. It's been challenging. It's been interesting. I've met quite a few interesting people. I've been able to work with some interesting people, and I've been able to put a song or two out. So it's been fun. It's been real. It hasn't come without any challenges, but it's been real.
Yeah, what would you say has been kind of the pluses for people thinking about perhaps getting into gospel rap? What would be the reasons why you'd say, yeah, you should definitely do this?
Well, I'd say first and foremost, be real with yourself. Be genuine about what kind of message you want to put out there. It's very important to know who you are as an artist and be real about what you want to talk about. You don't necessarily have to talk about everything everyone else is talking about. In terms of the gospel, you can highlight certain issues that you want to address, but just be genuine and be creative about what you want to do. And then once you have an idea of that, then go into it. It's an avenue to express yourself. It's an avenue to be real with who you are. Be real about your faith with God. It's not, and be real about your challenges as well. So I'd say, those are the benefits, and the fact that you can express yourself creatively. And when you listen to it, when you listen back to it and see the impact that it has on the lives of people, that in itself is an advantage and a plus for sure in the gospel world.
Yeah, and over those 6 years that you speak of, have you seen a kind of change in the genre at all in terms of the content or how accepted it is nowadays? It is a lot more accepted. To be honest, it's a lot more accepted nowadays. But it's because there are people who have come in as well. And sort of shaken things up and been more real with their challenges. In the past, I think as Christians who rap, I just like to refer to us as Christians who rap. A lot of times we've been less honest about how we are as humans and try to present an image that might not necessarily be who we are. And some people have come in and they've gone, look, I'm the difference between me and the world is the fact that I've received Jesus. I'm honest with my faith, and I have that relationship with him, but I'm no different. I'm only one step, one salvation, one acceptance away from being in the world. And so when people are more real, people can relate to them, and then they accept it because they're like, oh, he's just one of those guys. He grew up in the same area. He's not judgmental. He's just real about his faith. And if I can be real about my faith in my music, and as other people are real about whatever they talk about, money, cash, women, drugs, or whatever, they're real about theirs, I should be able to be real about my faith and be accepted. And then a conversation can start from there. And that's what's changed a lot of things. So a lot of times in this country, in the UK, as well as abroad as well, it's just the realness and the fact that, okay, yeah, I can relate to this guy because he's talking about stuff that is real, and he didn't just appear from heaven. He went through real stuff, and he's discussing his relationship. That's what affects and changes people. Okay.
That's what I think.
How would you go about? So you have a person who listens to hip hop, listens to rap. They love the genre, but they're not a Christian. When you're picking up your pen, when you're thinking about getting in the booth, how do you go about reaching that guy?
Well, it's in a number of ways. I try to pick things that people can relate to. Now, I wrote a song called Rock This Joint.
Now, ordinarily, someone will pick that song up and go, rock this joint. Now, a joint means a lot of things to a lot of people. The reason why I called it that is because, well, to people who smoke, weed or whatever, can understand the meaning of the word. If you're in a club, it's called a joint because or if you're in a jail cell, that's a joint too. You're locked in the joint. So that's how. And then I started from there and I built on there, and I talked about several different things. Including smoking, including drinking, and including how I feel. Oh, I don't do those things because of the consequences or the effects they have on me. So it's picking real things. And not just talking about Jesus and how he saved me or my relationship with him, but talking about things that someone who's not a Christian can understand. Because if you tell them about how Jesus has saved you, that's all well and good. It's good for you. How does that, do you know what I mean? How does that relate to me? So and I do that through all my songs. And every time I pick up a pen and I want to write something, I think of the chorus as well. And I'm like, when I do the hook, can someone sing this with me? Is this something someone can that's memorable, that people can remember? So I make it as simple as possible, melodic, but as simple as possible so people can remember that melody. So when they're at home, drinking tea, they remember that, and that it takes them on a journey. And it's important for your lyrics to be memorable. That's what I feel, and I try to make it as simple as possible for people to remember, and then they build upon that, and then they remember the rest of the song or what the song is about. That's what I do my best to put across, to be honest.